Hello, I'm Dee Scown, coach and author of Grand Plan Shattered, How to Turn Your Life Around After a Crisis. If you've come along to this webinar, then you're probably a woman in her 40s or over. You've looked after your kids and your husband. You've possibly helped with your husband with a business. You're looking for your own thing. You're looking for freedom, flexibility in the work situation and things like that. If that really resonates with you, then you're in the right place. Welcome. Do you want flexibility and freedom to choose in your life? Then you need to start a business. There are 3 big secrets women over 40 need to know before they set out on their own business journey. Here's what you'll learn on this training webinar. Secret 1, how multiple streams of income can generate hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Secret 2, the 5 biggest mistakes that most people make when starting up a business or a side hustle. And secret 3, how to create your life resume. I created this for my book. It helps you establish all your hidden skills and talents, and it can lead to really profitable opportunities for many. So we've come from challenging times, and from those times comes hope because we have survived it. We've really been put through the ringer over COVID, jobless rise, so many different things. But through it all, female entrepreneurship has been on the rise and they're successful at it. So we're living in changing times. More and more need to work from home or choose to work from home. That brings with it great opportunities and some challenges if you've still got young kids and sometimes pets around the place. So the number one challenge preventing most people from launching their own business is that if you're trading money for time, eventually you're going to run out of time. And when that happens, you just have 3 choices. You get a raise or you raise your prices. You lower your standard of living, and some of us have had to do that already, and that's not through our own fault. Or you can create a digital business or product. And this is new to many. There's explosive growth for online businesses, and remember, a lot of women own those. There's a global e-commerce sales growth. Global retail sales growth will continue to rise and take up more retail market share. So you're seeing people move from the bricks and mortar businesses over to the online and probably from home businesses. According to eMarketer, online retail sales will reach 16.17 trillion by this year. Now, e-commerce websites take up over 22.3% of that total. That's massive, and it's growing fast. So who is this for? It's perfect if you want to help more people without trading more time. We want you to work smarter, not harder. This is for you if you'd rather enjoy time and lifestyle freedom with your family. Because things are changing, sometimes we can use different hours with our family. And a digital business can provide this rather than hiring and managing a large and expensive team. If you're hungry to expand your business life, you have to want to walk into different directions a little bit. And it's for you if the terms coach, consultant, author, speaker, service provider, or even online retail really appeal to you. Some of my clients include a massage therapist, online shopping club, coaching, Reiki, nutrition, natural health, psychotherapy, environmental, hospitality, horticultural, gift retail, and tourism. That's just a smattering of areas that you can move into on the online space. So, okay, I've been around the block. I'm old. I went to work at 16 and bought my first block of land at 17 and my first home at 19. First of many side hustles started at 19. Guess what? It was Tupperware. Yeah, well, it was that era. I worked and travelled and ran side hustles across Australia for years. Lost everything in divorce. And when I say lost everything in divorce, I was living out of cardboard boxes in a housing commission home. It was pretty dire. So I built it back up again. Now I lost everything in my late 30s. So I didn't start having the ability to build it back up until I reached 40. So it can be done. We don't have to stay where we've been left, so to speak. So here's how this whole thing came about. I was working hard for time for dollars in our business, even in our own business. That was time for dollars for both of us. I recognised the need for change as we were getting older, and I also recognised we wouldn't have the money we needed later. So I created a grand plan. So this grand plan involved me going to Adelaide, a 250k trip one way every week, and I was preparing myself to that with studies, and then I became ill. A chronic illness wiped out my dreams, my goals, and my ambitions. It was pretty devastating. The grand plan was completely shattered. All the ideas I had, I simply wasn't able to continue doing that. So I started reading books. I had to get myself healthy. I had to work very slowly and overcome different issues. So I started with some positive books and connecting with some positive people. Put some decent stuff in your brain. Open your brain up to different opportunities. Recognise that you can change, you can learn, you can grow. It's so important to keep moving in positive directions. So I took a leap of faith and I started doing some courses with people like Sharon M. Jerd, Coaching Institute, Darren Stevens of Global Publishing Group at that stage. He has a marketing company now, and I trusted these people and took on what they taught me. So here's why I started. Authority. You need authority in your field, and the best way to do that is author your own book. So become the expert and authority in what you love. Become the author and creator of a book, an online business, or a course, or all three if you want to. We've seen hundreds become authority in their niche. The new opportunities are to create your own online income. So here is where things started to look good. Hanging out with smart chicks, other women in business that I found, connected with in different groups, people locally, but also people interstate and sometimes online. Just mixing with the right people. And also I got the opportunity to teach some of the skills that I share with you. So here's what my life looks like now. I'm back riding my horse. We've got some acreage. I've got a wall of awards and recognitions and other things that I've done. I never thought that would happen for me. I'm amazed at how far my journey's taken me. We travel each year when we can in our caravan, and yes, camels. I love camels. Our friends rescue camels, and they really are beautiful animals. They can be a bit scary too. So since 2017, I've been hanging out with some really interesting people. Many I've travelled to see, people on the Gold Coast, people that want to share their ideas, but also help each other. Like we exchange concepts and things like that and encourage each other. And if you want to hang out with people like that, then I can introduce you to some of these people, or I can show you how you can create your own group to network with. Because if we're not hanging out with the right people, we're going to get dragged down. So we need the right ones to be with. So I invested in self-education, as I said. I've done courses with Darren Stevens, Sharon M. Jerd, and I've done some other stuff with lovely people like Sharon Davey. She's gifted at working out for people where they need to go. Janet Colpett's brilliant at networking and can teach people how that works better. Darren Stevens is a marketing consultant, marketing genius. Sharon Jerd, the best coach in the world, according to me. She's just brilliant. Rosemary is a hypnotherapist. So there's lots of different things that you can look at going into, but also different people you can connect with. So light bulb moment. Make money while you sleep. Yes, that is possible. Now, a lot of different groups will say that, but you may need to spend more hours than they're telling you. There's some smart ways, and if you've got different things, if you've got multiple streams going on, that is how things can work for you. Gold ideas, gold wealth. Stick around for some more information. So the benefits of a digital business. So it increases your revenue. You can create a concept to sell for profit, and there's different ways to do that. There's low distribution cost because you're not necessarily handling physical products, but you can do both. But with the digital, you've got a high profit margin. one-time purchase for the client or recurring purchase, depending on what you've developed. You can create something once and sell it over and over again. There's no limits or borders to where you sell it at. It's possible to sell digital products across the world. No rent to pay if it's digital. So you're running it through your computer, you've already paid for all that. And no franchisees fees to pay, unless that's a direction that you really want to go. So creating an online business, you can develop your own online course, which is what I'm offering here. You can do affiliate or referral marketing. It's another area that we use. And drop shipping is another one. And we'll be looking at that as we move one of our other businesses on. More options. Coaching, that's what I do. And learning about that has just been amazing. Consulting, I have a number of friends who act as consultants. Educating. People want to learn things. They want to learn even crafts, all sorts of different things. And if you've got a skill in that area, you can teach it and be paid to do so. So this is really going to set you free. This is going to give you the flexibility that you've been looking for and break you free of all the ties that have probably held you down earlier. You've been looking after everybody else. It's time for you to look after you and do what you want to do. So it's not just worked for me, these wonderful ladies here. Vicky, the People versus Coffee, has multiple income streams. Carolyn, the founder of Global Psychometric Institute, an amazing woman. Jess at Jess's Cleaning Service, I love her. She does my cleaning. And Jacine, CEO of Rococo Botanicals. Really women to watch. So Vicky with the People versus Coffee, she wanted a tree change. She wanted an industry change. She's a people person. She loves her new business and the Barossa love her. Vicky also enjoys promoting Enyo. She's looking at a third arm to her business soon. And remember, multiple streams of income. Jacine Drummond, creator of Rococo Botanicals, a real fireball, this lady. Jacine started Rococo at a kitchen sink. She started because her children developed skin issues similar to her own. After building the brand, she's expanding rapidly in the international markets. She's now working with Indigenous ingredients and on a bespoke product for the Kuwaiti royal family. Absolutely amazing lady. Carolyn Cranwell, Hardcore Resilience. Carolyn actually wrote a book called Navigating Alzheimer's to help others. She then recognised the resilience skills that she had and wrote Hardcore Resilience with 7 steps to follow. She then founded the Global Psychometric Institute and developed the Cranwell Cambridge Resilience Test with the prestigious Cambridge University. If you want to know what your resilience score is, I can put you in touch with Carolyn as well. Jess's Cleaning Service. Jess felt she wasn't getting ahead working for others. She wanted to be in control of her earnings. She is more inspired and is using her work ethic for herself instead of for others. Her goals are greater, like a holiday home, because she can see more possibilities. But the thing that I see in her more than anything is that she's setting an example for her daughter and her stepchildren, how someone can really step up and take charge of their own future. So there's so many others. Sharon Jerd started in real estate and now has multiple businesses and a leader in franchising with HydroClean. Janine Alice, Boost Juice, you all know the brand. She's expanding into other fields. Leslie Gillespie, from high school teacher to Baker's Delight. Tina Tower, from primary school teacher to Begin Bright tutoring. So she stayed in the same field, but she did what she's passionate about. Francesca Webster, from corporate to Brazilian. Gay Williams, pharmacist to creating Wilby's Wind and Colic Mix. And this stuff really does work on tiny little bubs that are suffering with colic. Natasha Chadwick, she went from aged care to aged care. She took up a new opportunity with New Direction Care. So she took it to the level that she wanted to see it at. You already think diversely. You would not be here watching this webinar if you didn't already think outside the box. You were already looking for something. You already want more from life than you're getting now. You are already a go-getter, but maybe you haven't found the right opportunity yet that's about you instead of others. You know you can do more, but perhaps don't have the tools. I'm going to share with you the steps you need to take to achieve those elusive goals and dreams that beckon you. Here are the diverse steps to succeeding. Driven. D for driven, compelled by the need to accomplish a goal. Are you a driven person? You need to be if you're going to move from where you are now. Inspired. You need to be compelled to be different and do better than before. You don't want to stick with the general crowd. You want to step up. Versatile. Able to adapt or be adapted to many different functions or activities. You've got this if you're a mother, because when you've got a kid or two, you are changing and adapting daily multiple times. You've already got that in spades. Educatable. You need to be capable of being trained and willing to be trained and taught. Resourceful. Having the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. Come on, you're a parent. You've already done this one too. Stickable. Tenacity. Do not give up easily. Once again, a parent. I mean, okay, we're stuck with them to a degree, but you do care, you do stick with it. You know that you've got to get through the hard times and that the good times will come. And entrepreneurial, you have to be willing to take calculated risks in business to succeed financially. Notice I said calculated risks. This isn't just, we'll jump into something and dive and believe what we're told. No, you're going to sit and calculate what the benefits and the pros and cons are to something. So the 5 biggest mistakes most people make when creating their online business. This is something we also need to know. Mistake number 1, thinking that you must have a big following or customer list before you start. Mistake number 2, why would someone pay me for products or services when they can get them from somebody else? Now, that could be true to a degree if we're just looking from outside the market, but the reality is there's a lot of people out there that know, like and trust you. So they don't want to buy off Joe Blogs if they can get it from somebody that they already trust. And that's where you come in with your own community, your own connections. Sometimes you don't realise how many connections you have. So it's the convenience, the proven advice, the accountability, inspiration, and community connection that are really important. Mistake number 3, there's too much competition. Okay, competition is a sign of market demand, which is a great thing. To stand out, you need to combine your product with a specific target audience and create an irresistible offer. Now, hint, we talk about population growth a lot in the media. It's outstripping business growth in many sectors. That means while there may seem to be competition, the fact is that our ability to provide the services and the products isn't keeping up with population growth. So you can only succeed. Mistake number 4, not using the 6 principles of influence. Right. Build into your presentations and marketing offers with Dr. Cialdini's laws of reciprocity, so fair exchange, scarcity, authority, we talked about that earlier, commitment, you've got it or you wouldn't have been here, consistency, hard for some of us, and social proof. These are the 6 things that we'll talk about later. Mistake number 5, overcomplicating things and taking too long to build and launch. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's not going to save you time or money by doing it all yourself. You need to network with the right people. You need to get the right people working with you. Together as a group, you can succeed better. Don't be a perfectionist or learn all the techie stuff. Just get the right mentor and team behind you. This has been a hard one for me to learn, so please learn it from my mistakes, not making your own. So there's the traditional way or the old way. So the traditional way is you need a huge deposit for a business. You have to work out which business you want. You have to search through the advertising and see when one comes. That could take 1 or 2 years. Obtain purchasing information. Approach banks. Nobody wants to do that right now. Lease, purchase premises. Purchase the business. Sort all the federal and state legals and taxation. It's different everywhere and it's a minefield. Learn how the business was run. Deal with staffing needs. Whenever you buy a business, an existing bricks and mortar business, some of your stuff are going to go, hopefully not all, and some will stay. And the ones that stay might not be the right ones either. So insure all assets and concepts. So insure concepts means be sure that you're looking after your intellectual property. Reach out to your existing clientele, like staff. Some will stay, some will go. Advertise as the new owners. We've all seen the under new management signs. Establish supply chains. Hope you're in the right location. Location is critical for bricks and mortar. Hope that foot traffic is not impacted by works. We have huge roadworks in Adelaide going on and it's destroyed businesses completely. Hope that the customers remain loyal. Hope that you can at least duplicate the previous owner's work or at least build to it and then surpass it. Hope the multinational doesn't buy the plot next door. If you've just opened a cafe and all the mums are coming there with their kids and McDonald's opens next door, you're probably going to be shot because the kids are going to want to go to the playground and get the toys. So not much you can do about that if it changes. So this can take 2, 3 or more years of messing around and it is very stressful. So it's too complicated. There's too many different things that all have to link up. It's a nightmare. It can be really, really challenging and it's probably why 85% of businesses don't last very long. So you've got the traditional way that I've just gone through. Then you've got the business mastery way that I'm going to talk to you about. And we're going to fast track you to start success. So yes, the strongest shape is the triangle. You need all 3 components. So done with you business mastery. We offer the best of the traditional and new business mastery way. It makes it easier and more affordable for you. It gets you into the market much faster. You can select what to do and what to outsource. We'll recommend the right people if you need them. No more stress and frustration finding providers. You get systems and processes with proven results, and it will save you both time and money. So there's 3 things you need for success. You need a detailed yet simplified training system. You need support, coaching and accountability, and you need time-saving shortcuts. So these are the 7 steps in business mastery. Block 1 at the top, bedrocks of business of people and business and products. You can't have a business without both. You need clients and you need products of some form. Block 2 is crushing the commerce, marketing to a new and changing world. We've got access to people that know how to market online. Block 3, website wizardry. It's all the do's of websites. This will give you a framework if you want to set your own up, but also a framework of checking off if you're getting somebody else to do it for you. Block 4, smashing social media. You need to select sensibly for high impact. You need to select the right platforms for the target market that you're going after. Block 5, manage your matrix. Productive networking and data usage. How to network effectively and how to use the data that you collect more efficiently. Block 6, articulate and attract. So we're talking about connecting effectively for longevity with your clientele base. And block 7, tame your time. Planning and scheduling equals trust. If you're on time with things and you know the timeline for things and you can provide that to clients, that builds huge trust with them. So 2 bonus blocks. We're going to do one on banking on data. This is monetizing and managing your list. So we talk about how to build a list and how to then utilize that effectively. And then the other one is add, audit and appraise. Know your numbers and get them right. You are in business to make money, So you need to be able to manage those numbers, the money numbers, effectively. Lots of people don't like maths, but if you don't have the basics, and it is basics, then you probably overspend, which is another reason many businesses end up failing within 3 years. It's often overspending or thinking they've got money that should be committed elsewhere. So there's those. So now you've got the business mastery course. You've got 7 pillars that are going to hold your business up, and then the 2 down the bottom as good foundations to support that business and support you in your business. So secret 3 is the life resume. I developed this in my book. It was part of the process I had to go through from being bedridden and working out what I could do, but also what I wanted to do, because one dream had been snatched from me. So I needed to work out who I was and how that would best move forward. So we talk about recording a lifetime of skills, successes, passions and capabilities. Remember, forgotten talents and previous passions. There's things in your background that you used to love to do or love to be a part of that you've probably put off because you've been raising children, looking after businesses, husbands, jobs, whatever else you've had to do. We're going to get you to recall past successes and ride on that high. We're going to revive previous inspiration for you, and we're going to model past mentors. So the recommended process is for entrepreneurship can accommodate your interests. Focus on enjoyment. Focus on what it is you love to do, love to be at, all those things. So you start at the earliest memory of enjoyment or curiosity. Ask family and friends for their positive memories of your childhood, education or work life. Now, when I say their positive memories, I'm talking about when they remember that you were really happy or really fulfilled. So if you can't remember, they will have times in their mind that, oh, you were really happy when you were working with that person or studying that subject. That's what I mean by that. So preschool years, ages 3, 4, 5, what was your favourite game? What was your favourite toy? There's an entire industry on Lego. I mean, I love Lego. And we watch the programs, but a massive industry where adults are able to play with Lego and make money out of it. What were your hobbies? What friends did you have? Where did you like to spend time? Now here we have an agriculture teacher who loved photography in her younger years. She later built a business digitally recording vintage photos, and she's really good at it and she's making a living. Schooling, reception to 12 is how we say it in Australia. So what was your favourite subject? What was the easiest subject to learn? What did you just get into and it just absorbed? What awards or prizes did you get for your studies or your projects? Were there teachers who inspired you or you looked up to? And what did you want to do as a child? You know, when the adults all said, what are you going to do when you grow up? If you're like me, you've done 60 things, and that's okay too. And perhaps what you wanted to do was denied. Is there another way you can enter that field? So a former teacher who taught English at school, loved English, loved books, now edits books as a sideline. I mean, that's just fantastic. Tertiary education and work experience. Were there lecturers that inspired you or you looked up to? What was it about them that you really liked? What jobs have you held? List each one and note the ones that you liked or loved and what position you were in and what tasks were involved with that. Have you been complimented by a superior or your peers at any stage? Did you do something really so fantastically that people really commented on? Perhaps that's something you can look at. Perhaps there's a business opportunity in there. I was a bursar administrator. I've worked in corporate. I love organising and teaching staff. And now I'm a business coach. So it sort of flowed on. And that's what I discovered as I went through this process. Extracurricular. What are your hobbies and interests? What groups or charities have you been involved in? Who are your friends? What are they into? Are you into the same thing? What are your favourite domestic tasks, if any? So here we have a former publican and businesswoman who had a passion for horse welfare, natural horsemanship expert and trainer. Pauline Cowie's my horsemanship trainer. She's brilliant at it, but that's not what was making her money earlier. It is making her money now. So I have a friend who's into sailing. So he's now created a business with promoting products for sailors. Anything is possible. So what's your next big thing? Have you had a major revelation as we've gone through this? We've covered it quickly. So if not yet and you need help, that's what I'm here for. We can do this together. Bonus offer with the course will be a one-on-one coaching by 2 sessions, and I can help you nut out that process. Know your next best step to a business that you love. So what we've covered how to create multiple streams of income generating hundreds or thousands of dollars. We've covered the 5 biggest mistakes that most people make when starting up a business or side hustle. We've done how to create your life resume to establish all your hidden skills and talents. And we've covered also, as an addition, the diverse steps to success. So let me ask you a question. Has this been helpful? Can you see how it's possible to create new profitable options and diversified income streams? Is your mind opening up to opportunities? The Business Mastery Program, join it. It's an online program. Change your thinking, open your mind to new opportunities. See what's possible for you. And you can create your own business where you're exchanging product for dollars, and that will create income. If all this did was give you some clarity on how to move forward, become debt-free and pay off all your outstanding debt, turn your hobby or passion into a valuable business and share your gifts with the world, gave you the chance to work from home or any location you like. I work from the caravan when we travel. Leave the 9-to-5 job if that's got you stressed out, living paycheck to paycheck, and allow you to spend more time with your loved ones, better time, more quality time with your loved ones. Would you like my help? The Business Mastery course is fairly complete to get you started. It's all online, so you'll be able to follow that with me as your personal mentor. I can mentor you and guide you and personally hold your hand step by step through creating your own money-making opportunities in the next 90 days. So, 2 private one-on-one coaching calls with me, live step-by-step training, live fortnightly online training with me, taking you through the process every step of the way, unlimited support on one-to-one 15-minute power calls with me or members of my team if you need that. Private members community. You'll be part of a private members only Facebook page with other members, giving you the opportunity discussing ideas, challenges and sharing wins. And remember, some of those people may want or need whatever you are providing. So what you're going to get. The 7-week Business Mastery course is worth $2,997. The 2 bonus blocks, Banking on Data and Ad Audit Appraise, are worth $794. Personal mentoring is worth $1250. The live fortnightly group training is absolutely priceless. Inclusion in the Facebook group is worth $1997. Unlimited support, once again, we couldn't put a price on that. 2 private one-on-one coaching calls are worth $2597. The total value is $9635, and we wanted to chuck some more stuff in. So what else do you need? No, I'm not going to do steak knives. You've all got 3 sets already, I imagine. So tools, complete access to the business templates that I have. Introductions to service providers. You've seen some of them mentioned throughout. And equipment and tool recommendations. So these things are specific to your needs, not just a general thing. We're going to work out what your needs are in each case. Lifetime access. So access to the program for as long as it exists. Free updates. Yes, I'll be constantly updating it with new trainings and other things. And invitations to partner offers. I covered off on affiliate marketing, which is one of the things we do. You will get the opportunity to access offers from partners, but also on-sell those to your connections as well, which will make you another stream of income. So motivational, inspirational videos to keep you on track, to keep you inspired, stretching your thinking. We really want you to be thinking outside the box, opening your mind to different concepts and ideas, and increasing your success. A business advertising critique's been offered by Darren Stevens. This is wild. I'm so excited to offer this. So once you're kicked off and you start to work through your advertising concepts, you'll be able to use this critique to drive you in the right direction. So a business website assessment through Webfire, another connection we have, and this is just wonderful. It really gives you a breakdown on how your website is going. Obviously, you're not going to use it straight away if you haven't got a website yet, but you'll have access to it when you need it. So this is what you're going to get. The Business Mastery Course, $2,997. Bonus blocks, $974. Mentoring, $1,250. The live fortnightly training, priceless. The Facebook group, $19.97. Unlimited support, again priceless. The coaching calls, $2,597. Lifetime access, again priceless. The motivational and inspirational videos, $9.94. The advertising critique is worth $4.97. The website assessment's worth $7.95, and a total value of $11,921. So this is all you need. I know the pictures, it gives you an idea of the volume of data that you have access to and the volume of services that you will have access to. So standard pricing is $3,997, $997 up front. I'm doing this to market out, get as many women involved in moving their lives ahead. Looking after everybody else all your life, you just need to take some time for yourself and really do what you want to do. So $997 up front, or if that's a challenge, payment plan of 3 monthly installments. You know, we're flexible. What this means for you is that you save 2 to 5 years looking for an existing business. You've got a dedicated results-driven team watching over your shoulder, keeping you on track. And just like our case studies, you could be making money doing what you love. Direct access to my team and our connections in business. If this helps you pay down your debts faster or gives you the opportunity to earn, work and employ others, just fantastic. And that's something that you do. Wealth gets shared. Thanks so much for joining me. I look forward to meeting you and really connecting with some of you. Let's go on a ride together. Let's create lives that we never could believe we could have. And let's do this together. Thank you.